Welcome to Roho Art. My name is Nikki and today I am going to make something that I've never done before, and that is a candle or plant holder. This is going to be a present for my sister, and today I'm going to show you how I make it. So here I have it. She wanted a white base, so I painted it white. That sounds a little bit weird, but that is okay, so am I. The only issue that I kind of have though is that I don't know how to make the circles. But we will get there, I hope. Let me first tell you the colors that I'll be using. So I actually prepped the stone with Decoart Americana in snow titanium white. And that's the base layer. And the colors that she chose are these. So we have the shade Linen from Folkart, which is a multi-surface. Then we have from Decoart Americana Toffee, and from Arteza the Iridescent acrylic paint in A.807. I think I'm going to... I don't know if I'm going to mix these a little bit more, but we will see. So yeah, that's what she wants. But first I kind of have to make my grid. So what I have here is just a grid marker. I'm sorry for the shine, by the way, from AliExpress, and I can link them down below. And I'm kind of going to eyeball this a little bit. I've been thinking about how to find the center for ages, and I think this is going to be the best way. Think somewhere along these lines. No, it needs to be a little bit that way. Okay, so I actually have a gray watercolor colored pencil here, and I'm just going to kind of mark. This is a 16 grid. Does not really matter though. I'm kind of going to push it down a little bit on the sides. And then hopefully this will kind of make a circle as well. But I do think that I'll have to go and eyeball most of it. Okay, so the grid spacing is kind of done. Now I'm grabbing a geometric triangle. This is a bendy one. And I'm kind of going to line it up with a few marks and then just extend it a little bit. I'm probably going to do this and turn it to the side and then just curve it around the stone and then bring it down. Oh, that won't work. You need to go that way. Okay. Okay, so I was able to make some added guide marks using this one from the Happy Dotting Company. Okay, let's clean up stuff that I don't need, and let's start with some paint. I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with the lightest one, which is the Folkart multi-surface in the shade Linen. I think I'm going to start with a 2, and can I start with a 2? Sure I can. What's the color of the 2? It's the white. So I'm going to actually grab my bendy tool. I will leave a video down below on how you can bend your own nail dotting tools. This is just a set from, I don't know, AliExpress, I think. I'm going to line it up close to the edge there, as close to the edge as I can get it. And we're just going to go all around. And the mold I used for this, I actually bought off of AliExpress. So I will link that one down below as well. Okay, next row is going to be with the same color, but the tool that's a little bit bigger. So this is a 2.5. This one has a straight tip. I'm going to go in between the dots of the previous row. Okay, so you see that there? I made a boo-boo there. I actually thought that these two were the same color, but I was started apparently with, I forgot the one I started with. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Toffee to the first color. And then let's put some Toffee in here. Okay, let's hope that works, that we see enough difference between the colors. So next I'm then going to go to I don't think so though. I think I need to add a little bit more white in here, just a tiny bit. So next I'm then going to go to this color, I think. No, I'm going to go to that color, which is the shade Toffee from Decoart, and I'm going to make some bigger dots. So let's think about a size I want to use. Yes, we're going to go to the 4. What did I say again? I think this one, right? Toffee. And I'm going to go on each guide mark. And I do want a little bit of space between the dots and this one. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of the linen from Folkart. And add a little bit of white to that. Well, actually quite a bit of white. And I am going to walk the dots with that, but I want a very, very small tool. I am going to go to my 0.8 millimeter. Okay, next I am going to use the Arteza Iridescent paint. I think it's a little bit too thick to make nice swooshes, so I'm going to add a little bit of Liquitex, what is it, Flow Aid. I want it thin enough that I can make nice swooshes, but not very, very thin. Okay, so I'm going to go to a 1 millimeter and the Arteza Iridescent paint in 807. I'm going to make a top dot and then 2 dots beside that. Okay, so all the top dots are on, and I actually changed my mind because I'm actually going to do the swoosh with the same color as I used previously, so which was the mixture of linen and the white, but I'm going to start on the top and then do the swoosh down. I'm going to place a dot and then drag that down. And the first part is just to help me load a little bit of extra paint off of my tool. I just prefer it that way. Feel like I have more control. Like that. Okay. I'm going to make some extra swooshes here in the center. And I'm going to go to the let's just use this tool. So I'm going to go to the biggest side, which is a 2.5, and I'm going to go to the Arteza green. I'm going to try to aim it up with those two top dots. Then I'm going to flip the tool to the 0.8. And pull the paint in or up. Okay. Next swooshes are going to be, it's the lightest color. I think I'm going to go to that color, which is the mix of, what was it again? Folkart linen and Americana Toffee. I'm still going to use the same tool. So I have the biggest size, which is the 1.5, and I'm going to dot next to the swoosh. Flip the tool and then pull that paint up. Oh, and if you're licking, there's a cat here and she's a loud licker. Just saying. And also the window is open. Jackdaws are having babies, so you'll probably hear them as well. Okay, very, very cute, very, very cute. I'm going to go to this color from the shade Linen from Folkart and the 6mm. And the plan is to put a dot right above the green swoosh. Like that. This is a little bit of a thicker paint. Let's do walking the dots with the green and the 1.5 tool. Cute. Okay, I am going to go to the 2.5mm and the color Toffee. And I'm going to make a swoosh. I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to put down a dot and then drag it down. I'm going to flip the tool because I think And I'm going to aim for ending right above that top dot of the previous design. You could also do this with a brush. I can try it with a brush. I tried to get a brush set from the art store on Amazon, but they don't ship it to me, so I got this set on AliExpress. It's actually the first time that I'm working with it right now. It's not really coming out the way I wanted, but that's okay. I know that my sister actually prefers my designs to kind of fail a little bit. So where I'm like, I really don't like how this turned out, she's like, I love it. So, sister dear, these are for you. It has a little bit of a rustic feel. These, which are kind of messed up, these I can go back in later and just dot over the dots so that it is nice again. Next row is going to be, yeah, I had a plan. I had an idea. Let me get the 3 and the lightest color. I'm going to place a dot and then walk the dots. I'm kind of trying to line up all the first dots that I'm making. Let's try some brush strokes. I have here the number 1, which is smaller than that one. Let's see if I can do something with that. Let's hope so. I'm going to go to the green. Oh, look at me. It's probably going to go a little bit below that, but that is okay. With this same brush, I'm going to go to the next color, and that's going to be this one. No, I'm going to go to the lightest color actually. Okay. I'm going to go to the Folkart. I'm going to make 2 extra ones. I can probably just fit them in if I don't press down too hard on the brush. Okay, and it kind of helps. I don't know if you can see how I'm kind of holding the stone. It kind of helps if I have kind of a direction instead of straight up, apparently. We are learning together. Rustic. Let's call it Rustic. Okay. I'm going to go to the lightest color, but I have to mix a little bit more. I think I used this one, right? Yeah. I want it larger, so I think I'm going to go to the... We're going to go to the 7.5 and the largest color, lightest color, duh. I'm going to put a dot there. I am going to go to the, what is this, the 2.5? Sure, let's go to the 2.5. And Decoart Toffee. We're going to walk the dots. I just put it down on the base. I can kind of hopefully show you what it looks like that. And what I'm going to do now is with the green, I'm going to walk the dots again. And I'm going to walk the dots. So that is done, and I want to do another brush stroke part. I'm going to start with the lightest color. Then I am going to go to this one, which was the combination of the Folkart and the Decoart. It's going to go next to it. A little bit smaller. Kind of needs to be a little bit like that as well instead of straight. So a little bit, I won't say crooked, but okay. Then I'm going to go to the Americana one, which should be darkest. Okay, I grabbed some Arteza, this one. The where is the camera? Where's the camera? There, that one, which is a white iridescent. And I'm going to place a dot in between those swooshes at the base. This is a thicker paint, so it should give kind of puffy dots. So here I also have that space, right? I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, we are back. Everything is dry. I am going to start top dotting, and I think I'm going to start, I'm going to start there, and I'm going to use the 3mm and the white iridescent paint from Arteza. I think I'm going to do that with those as well. Yeah, the 5 tool. And the white from Arteza. Well, maybe the 4 tool would have been good as well. Number 4 is probably fine too. The 5 and again the white from Arteza. I'm going to top dot these. I also want to do those with the white. I think that was the 3. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter if the paint covers the paint that's underneath completely. That is all okay. Okay, I think this is it. I have to do some touch-ups. Remove the guide marks, and then I will show you what it looks like when she is completely finished. Here she is, all finished. I actually added a rune in the center, which is the rune Yera, which basically stands for the year, and it is the rune that my sister feels very connected with. I really do like how she turned out, even though, you know, it could have been maybe a little bit neater with the brush strokes here and here, but still, I like how she turned out. So let me know if you like her too. It needs to be varnished, but I'll do that. I'm actually waiting for something to varnish it with, so I'll do that later. I enjoyed making this one, and I know that my sister will love it. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I am going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.